Just got done with my oncology appointment, and I thought I would share my cancer story for those of you out there that have it, kind of what my experience was. I was 28 years old. My husband and I were active duty military at the time, and on April 29th, 2011, the twins were born healthy. Osama bin Laden was killed that week. My husband got tagged for a deployment that week, and the icing on the cake was I got diagnosed with cancer that week as well. When you're pregnant, you're not allowed to get your hair highlighted or anything like that. So one of the first things I did afterwards was set up a hair appointment. So I'm at the hairdresser's, just getting my hair done. I see a number on my cell phone pop up as a blocked caller. So I answer my phone, and it's my military doctor. And he's like, I just want you to know that mole biopsy that we did like 6 weeks ago, it came back as malignant melanoma. And I'm sitting in a hair dryer thingy, and I'm just like, oh, okay. He's like, I'll put a referral in for a dermatologist. And then he hung up. So as I finish up my hair appointment and I'm walking to my car, it hits me what he said. Malignant melanoma. Like, that's the bad one. What do you mean? Like, you'll put a referral in for a dermatologist. So, I'm crying all the way home, just thinking about, I just gave birth to twins. I'm possibly dying. I'm confused. So I get home and I'm just bawling. My husband's like, your hair looks great. Why are you crying? And I told him. And I'll just never forget the look on his face. And he's like, well, okay, let's come up with a list of questions and we'll call your doctor back. So I write them down, shaking. I call the doctor. And this guy's gone on vacation, or leave as we called it in the military. So I'm speaking to a nurse, and I'm like, well, he just told me I had cancer, and I kind of wanted to know what are my next steps? What do I need to do? And she wouldn't listen. She just was like, well, he put in the referral. He put in the referral. He put in the referral. I'm like, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I need answers. So hung up, didn't get anywhere with that. So I call the referral department to see the status of my referral so I can get an appointment that day or tomorrow. And they tell me he put it in as a normal referral and it would take up to 8 weeks to go through. And I hang up and I'm just like, 8 weeks? You can't tell somebody that they have cancer and then say you need to wait 8 weeks to figure out what stage of cancer you're in. So I call back, I'm telling my story, and I'm getting absolutely nowhere with these people. They have a checklist, and my God, they are not going to stray for it. They don't care what your situation is, which I get, everyone has a job, but you have to be able to take risks, and you have to be able to listen to people and understand their situation. So I hang up the phone, and I'm just crushed, literally crushed. I'm looking at these two babies, these two brand new babies, 2 weeks old, and I can't handle it. I know that I am my biggest advocate for my health. So thankfully at the time we were at Colorado Springs, so we had an Army base that had a hospital and an Air Force base. And I call their dermatologist, because if you're in the military, you can kind of go anywhere with military as long as you're at a military facility. So I call the Army and the person's just not listening. So we'll be able to get you in 3 months. We'll be able to get you in 3 months. And I'm thinking, in 3 months, I might be dead. So I need something sooner. And I wasn't getting anywhere. And I call the Air Force Academy, and her name's Patty. And she answers the phone, and she's like, sorry, the dermatologist is in Mexico doing a mission type trip. And she must have just heard it in my voice. The desperation, the fear. I was like, I have melanoma and no one's listening to my situation. I just had babies and I have a 2-year-old. And I need to be seen before I cut this thing out of my leg myself. Because I would. And she listened, and that was like a huge thing for me to have someone actually take the time, listen to my situation, and then she did something about it. She went down to the referral department. And at first they weren't going to change my referral. And she didn't leave until it got done. Not only did she do that, she called the dermatologist in Mexico. And he called me and said, hey, there's not many medical emergencies in dermatology, but melanoma is one of them. So you will be my first patient when I get back on Monday. And those people, that team, those words, it was huge. Especially with my husband leaving. I just wanted to know if I was dying, if he needed to cancel his deployment so he could be here for the kids. So, that was a good thing. I had an oncology appointment set up pretty quickly, and my husband was gone at deployment training at this time. So my father-in-law was thankfully in town, and as we're walking to the oncology center together, the Colorado Springs Cancer Center, we're each carrying a twin, and my 2-year-old's walking by us, and he's like, well, number one daughter-in-law, I never thought that we'd be doing this appointment together. And I was just like, I know. So we get into the oncology center, and everyone's thinking that it's him that's going to be getting the treatment and not me. That I was coming to support. And once they found out that I was the one with cancer, these people who, many did not have hair, were probably 70, 80 pounds, picks sticking out of their arms, having way worse situations than I was in, were telling me, hey, you're going to be okay. You're strong. Look at these beautiful babies you have. You will beat this. And they didn't know me. They didn't have to say anything. But they were kind. They were strong. They were determined. And they were warriors. Each and every single one of them. And many of them were 80 years old, fighting like hell just to live a quality life and live life to its fullest still. And it was in these weeks, from diagnosis, birth of my children, husband being gone, that I got so much strength and support from strangers that it helped get me to where I am today. Without Patty and my dermatologist listening to my situation, addressing my issues, I don't know. I don't know where I would have been. I don't know if it would have taken 3 months, maybe, who knows. But I appreciate them, to the kindness of strangers at the oncology center, to getting a percentage and a timestamp put on my life where I've never had that before. It was things that were strange, scary, but it also woke me up. I've always been healthy, loved life. I mean, avid hiker, did things pretty full force, big cross-country athlete when I was younger, but I mean, like, having this timestamp and just giving birth to beautiful babies, I was rocked. But seeing those 80-something-year-olds giving me encouragement, being brave enough and strong enough to keep fighting the fight, it was so inspiring. They are truly warriors, and anybody that has gone through cancer, is a cancer survivor, comes out stronger. I mean, yeah, you're killing cancer with poison, but your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, you're changed, and you're stronger. And I just wanted to say thank you for all those people out there that work in that profession. To the people that are going through treatments, it's tough, but you guys are each other's best support. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I encourage each and every person, no matter what your job is, to not get stuck in a rut where you don't listen to the person's story. You take out the human element. Because when people take out that human element of caring and just sticking to a checklist, you can be fucking somebody over and you don't even know it. So you need to wake up, enjoy each day, and make the most out of life. And that's in your job, your family, your health, your nutrition. All of that matters. My cancer story, the way it started off, is what started the momentum for me to be healthy today. And while it was scary as hell, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I am now a better person because of this situation. I never blow people off because I know what it's like to be blown off when I needed somebody to listen the most. So for all those people that are fighting the good fight still, keep fighting. Don't give up. Turn to your peers around you who are having that same struggle. Look at the strength that they have, and you know that that's in there too for you. Deep down inside, sometimes you have to buckle down deep, but it's there. And you can beat cancer. You really can. That's my cancer story.